Have you ever had this happen to you, and it was somebody trying to cut a cake and just going, "Oh no, I cut my hand off, I'm gonna die because it's gonna get infected." And then the guy walks in, "No more will this be how your cake party ends. Introducing the guillotine." And then it's just like 8 of them in a row. It's like, cake, no problem. Slice, watermelon, no problem. Pineapple, what's that? Now you don't even need to know because it's already cut. That'd be amazing. It'd be like the magic bullet with smoothies.
That would be amazing.
And then, like, a king would go, "But what about someone with a lot of issues that need to be solved quickly?" Well, with this new attachment, brought to you with only 4 easy payments of all of your gold, you can fit a head nicely in here. It worked. Look, Henry VIII went, that would really streamline the process. Wait, was Henry VIII around the French Revolution, or was he before?
Finally, I had this lazy Susan, but it really wasn't giving my revolution the pizzazz it needed. But with the new guillotine, every day's a party.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Alright, so I kind of sidetracked all of us. So we met Ice Maiden. I'm guessing that's a play on her hair color. And
I don't think so.
Doesn't that just basically make it kind of like not a racial slur, but like taking a physical feature and naming her for it? I guess it's normal. We do it with gingers. We called someone a blonde bimbo earlier.
Yeah.
We? Who's we?
You.
Yeah, we all are part of it.
I didn't say anything about that.
There's a difference between anti-racism and non-racism. Not speaking out against something is non-racism, not anti-racism.
Yeah, but I wasn't listening, so I didn't even know
well,
that
that's even
happened.
worse. That means you're just turning a blind ear to problems. The blonde
Stop
bimbo...
Why don't
gaslighting
you care
me.
about the nobles?
The blonde
Stop
bimbo
gaslighting
trope
me.
must be protected, just like every other trope that we sadly still institutionalize. Although I do like Harold Flynn movies.
Actually, that's one thing we haven't seen in this game about a Japanese high school.
What?
With guns. We haven't seen...
Yeah, I may be good, but I'm not that good.
You're not going to.
No, I would say the closest thing... Well, no, we did!
Oh.
Didn't someone at one point comment that Reen was, like, bleeding or something?
No?
Okay.
Instructor?
If it was, it wasn't from his nose.
No.
Also,
Wait, what?
I know we talked about this the
I was
last
wondering
time that
when you'd
nobody
show
else is
up.
going to get to see, but Instructor Sarah shouldn't be here. She should still be at the other place because they need,
No, they're fine.
Is it going to be like a
They're
field study where-
fine!
Why
It's
did they
been a
even
while,
split up
Sarah.
into 2 groups halfway across the country with one instructor?
They're
Like,
fine,
That
okay?
doesn't even make sense.
That it has. 6 months, give or take? Honestly, I had
Alright.
no idea you
I haven't
RMP
seen you
folks
guys
were
in
gonna
more
get
than 6
involved with
months.
this.
Which really sucks. I should see you guys again.
Get up to Seattle!
I can't.
I
I'm
suppose
stuck
you
in
had
Albuquerque.
everything that was
I'll see
happening
you
here
soon.
figured out all
Yeah.
along.
That'll be good.
You
Some numbers.
overestimate my abilities.
Yeah.
Recap everything that's happened.
I did receive a report that
Those
suggested
two
there
Since
might be
when?
trouble here,
Sisters.
but that's it.
No, like,
From when? When did I
from
start?
the end of the boss fight.
Okay, so the boss fight ended, we were gonna arrest the culprits, and then the provincial army stepped in and was like, hey, so you can't prove that you didn't do it, so you should not, be here and meddling in affairs that don't concern you.
Okay.
And then this chick showed
Also,
up with
they
her
were totally
contingent.
behind it.
Yes.
Well,
They
this
had a
chick showed
deal.
up with her contingent. Yes, this chick showed up with her contingent. She's the Railway Military Police, which is the most elite squad in the Imperial Army.
Oh, from your
What
brother,
Makes
I
the
take it.
police the most elite squad.
It's their name, okay? And they don't have a police force.
Oh,
Nothing
that's
gets
so
past
bad.
you lot.
Right,
Alright.
but just imagine sending. Okay,
We're just
guys,
trying to make
we
sure
need
we're
to go
prepared to deal with any
behind enemy
problems that
lines
might
and kick
arise.
this installation. The only people we can send, the only people we can trust for this task, the Railway Military Police.
So anyway, she showed up and was like, hey, so I did an investigation because I get to do that because fuck you. And these kids are actually innocent, so do your fucking jobs and let us do our jobs by arresting the guys who actually did it.
But that's not their job.
It is their job.
But I'm sorry to say I don't have any more time to catch
So
up
wait,
with
are they a
right
part of
now.
the army or are they part of
I
the
really need to be
police force?
taking my leave.
No, they're part of the army.
Oh, okay.
They're part of the Imperial military,
Oh, okay.
which is different from the Provincial Army.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I wish
The
all the
Provincial
best to you
Army
and the rest
answers
of
to
Class
the
7.
the noble who rules the area, the province.
Yeah, they're the sheriff.
She answers to the Chancellor.
Ah,
Wait, it's a chancellor and not like
An
a
emperor?
monarch?
No, there's an emperor,
Yeah.
but she works under the Chancellor.
Wait, what? The
The-
word emperor literally means king of kings. There's
Yeah.
no one above emperor.
I'm not saying there is. I'm saying that she answers to the Chancellor and the Chancellor answers to the Emperor.
Oh, that's not what you had said.
No emperor would do that. They would ensure that they are directly above the military chain of command as opposed to having like some civilian or appointed person in between, because
Scheming would happen.
She is part of the Chancellor's elite squad. I'm fairly certain.
why would the
Interesting.
chancellor
Spoilers.
be an elite squad?
Spoilers. We'll find out.
I'm really happy I'm still recording.
We are too.
Yes, we are. This would be a bad time for you to not be recording.
Yep.
Let's go home.
How about instead we go to school?
That's home.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Home is
It's
where
home
the
for these
heart
guys. Their hearts are in their dorms.
is. That seems unsafe.
It's the safest place to put them. They had to put them there so that, you know, they would be immortal. Because if their hearts are in their chest, they can die.
That's not how it works. You put a needle in an egg in a duck in a box on an island, and you hide the island or something. It's very Russian. People do it all the time.
She's asleep again.
You don't think she's faking it, do you?
That or you like
nope.
put the
Judging by her breathing,
duck in
I
a
believe
dog.
she really is
like
asleep.
there are always lots of things you put things in, but it's all this.
well, it sounds like Group B turned out to be a
But yeah,
complete
it's
disaster.
a needle. It's not your heart. That's kind of
If she had to deal with them, then come back here on the same day, I'll bet she's totally spent.
Yeah, good point. Anyone would be exhausted trying to sort that out.
It's hard to
What,
imagine
because
her
Marcus
actually
is just
working
that
hard,
much of
though,
an asshole?
considering her usual attitude.
No, because Eustace is.
It does seem as though
Wait, who are
she's
the other
genuinely
two over
looking
there?
out for us, however.
It's like Fee and
Emma and Gaius.
Emma is super
So,
forgettable.
this is how our first field study trip
For
comes
now.
to an end, huh?
She has glasses,
Mostly be-
right?
Yes, she has glasses and a long braid.
I think I might have an idea now as to
Yeah,
why we're
okay.
here, though.
And I keep getting her confused with the student council president,
Oh, okay.
I had the
All
same
right.
thought.
who I also get confused with somebody else
Testing
who
the
picked her
Arcus is
slur
clearly a
show
big
once
reason for
because they have
coming
the
here,
same exact
but
same
it's
character
not the
design.
only reason.
I
Oh,
think
the
from
other
from-
version of her from a different game?
Yeah, from like Trails in the Sky.
I think it has more
No,
to do with
it's not
making
Trails in the
sure we
Sky.
see
Oh,
everything
okay.
that's going on with our own
There's a
Some
game
other
called
Falcom
Tokyo.
game.
Yeah, it's another Falcom game called Tokyo Xanadu that
Oh
has
yeah, that's the game he's been obsessed with.
Yeah, there's a character with the same character design as Toa, and then Elisa and Reen also have cameos.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking too. Learning more about places in Erebonia
Elisa
we've
is a
only read
magical
about in
girl.
books,
Well, I mean,
and getting to see the issues
Sure.
occurring in those regions firsthand, just like in Celtic.
Indeed.
so is
And
Elliot
just as
one
we
of those
thought
guys
and
who
acted
like
swiftly in the face of crisis
goes
this
as a
time,
tourist to some,
so
to,
too
like,
may we be
London
called
for a
upon to
week,
do
and then
so
he's
again.
like, okay, now I know everything about London. I'm gonna speak as if I've been
Sure,
a historian for
we can go with
thousands
that.
of years there.
We can go.
Like,
These
we can
field
go with
studies may aim to
It's
test
the
and cultivate
worst
those
kind of
skills in
American.
preparation for our futures.
that. He's
'Cause
not
it is
American.
almost-
He's Erebonian.
Yeah, but it's almost always an American that does that.
That's fair.
Exactly. Add to that good judgment, decisiveness, and general conduct, and
General
I'd say we have a
conduct.
pretty clear picture as to why we're out in the field. Basically, we're
Very
training
important.
everywhere we go.
Well, yeah.
Everywhere we
Well,
Well, you're about
go.
half right.
I don't know if they
If
should
we
be using
wanna
general conduct.
know. who we are.
So we tell them.
Instructor.
We are class 7.
No, we're not.
Okay.
I was
Yeah, we
so
are.
certain you were
We're
sound
half
asleep.
of class 7.
That's
My
true.
phone keeps
I
going
think
off.
that makes us, class
don't care.
3 at this point, because
What
class
can I
4
say?
would be the other
I
group.
can nod off and back on again in the blink
No,
of an eye.
wouldn't we be class 4 and
What'd I
they'd be
do?
class 5?
That doesn't add up to 7.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. Alright.
As you rightly noted, having first-hand knowledge of the areas to which you might be deployed is of tremendous importance,
So we're under the
as is the
Imperial
ability
military,
to make
right?
swift, accurate judgments and solve problems with or
And-
without orders.
The people who are, deployed to certain regions are various regional military, emplacements, right?
Yes and
Developing
no.
all
I think
these skills
the
to their
Imperial
fullest
military
is
is deployed at
definitely a
certain
major
times.
part of why you're undertaking these field studies.
They answer to different people.
Right, they answer to different people, but it's not like there's an Imperial military
Just
base
as I
in
thought.
Keldic that was just sort of, sitting on their asses.
That is accurate, yes.
It's an interesting approach.
It seems like it would make
but
more sense
honestly,
to,
I've never heard of any
send
other
us
military
to wilderness
academy
places
trying it.
where we can learn how to do,
I think
survival
one
and
way
all
you
that.
might want to think about it is the provincial army is internal military and the imperial military is external military.
Gotcha.
The imperial military is who they would use to invade another country.
Right, so it's not like they're
armies-
deploying us to Crossbell, which we're probably going to go invade with the railway cannons or something.
I mean, if Erebonia decided to go to war with Calvard or Liberal, we would probably be deployed there.
Yeah, and we're not going on field study to those places,
You say
where
we're
we
only
might
half
No, because they're all
actually
in
be deployed.
Erebonia.
Which begs the question,
Right, so it's
what's
like
the rest
that,
of the story?
the whole idea of deploying you to places you'll go, so you can understand them beforehand. It's like, that's not
Well,
what's going on.
maybe they'll end up in a provincial army.
Ooh.
You don't train
commoners
people
might.
in the Imperial Army to join some other fucking army. You sort of
I
tell
don't
them,
know.
no, absolutely don't. Do not join an army other than ours.
Is something wrong?
It's something people generally have a strong opinion about.
Oh, no, not at all. I was just thinking about what we did during our field study and why we were doing it. The whole concept seems eerily similar to the MO
Well,
of
it would make
bracers.
them a lot or it would make them, vaguely happier if you did beat up the monster, so isn't that why you
That's
did
true.
it? And you got points.
Yeah.
Now that you mention it,
The Bracer Guild prides itself on protecting civilians over all else, so it seems an unusual source of inspiration for a military academy. But the tasks we were
militaries
given in
usually
Keldic
have,
do seem to align
like,
themselves
the
quite well with the
protection of
Bracer's
their
basic
citizens
philosophy.
No.
one of their major,
The military's primary tenet is protecting the country.
well, included in that is the civilians of the country, right?
Well, if that were the case, we wouldn't need police, would we?
From external
Let's put-
threats.
Sure. But we weren't protecting these people from external threats.
Right. In a modern
Yeah,
military, it's
I guess
external
so.
threats because the
Their
internal
emblem
threats
depicts a supporting
or the
gauntlet, and
internal
that's pretty much
dissension
exactly
basically
what
got
we've been
split
for
off
these people.
into policing work. But there are no
Okay.
police here.
Right.
Bracers still have
Bracers.
branches all over the continent, but you hardly ever see them in Erebonia anymore.
What do the shin guards do?
Well, you got me. Which means...
What shin guards?
Well, the bracers, do this stuff, so, I'm just assuming,
Oh.
what does the fan brace do? Apparently, all of these pieces of
That
armor
is
just
a
doing
sleeping
different things.
superpower.
how are we ever supposed to take her seriously
Yeah.
when she says things like that, then conspicuously falls asleep?
Well, whether or not we did in fact get her, it still seems like bracers are somehow related to our activities here.
Not that Instructor Sarah is likely to come clean about our involvement anytime soon. I suppose
Is
until she
Instructor
does,
Sarah
all we
a
can do
traitor?
is prepare ourselves in body and mind for our next field study.
Is she what?
I said, is Instructor Sarah secretly a traitor who's trying to, get us to do off-the-books missions?
Ooh, the
Interesting
Dark
theory.
Bracer Guild.
Yeah.
What would a dark bracer be?
Is there something
Maybe
else bothering
accented
you?
with like black trim.
Someone who
Okay.
is opposed to the Bracer Guild?
Oh,
Well, then they wouldn't
no,
call themselves
it's
a Bracer.
just...
They'd be the like.
Well,
So like, there's
we've
the
been
A dark
Justice
Bracer.
League, and
A
then
dark
there's
Bracer.
the like Secret Justice League. Like
A dark
there's the
Bracer would
Avengers
be a
and the
Bracer
Secret
who's gone
Avengers.
dark.
But what does going dark mean?
Maybe it means
Going-
you break off
enlighten the class.
communication and
Time
you're no
I've been-
longer.
Oh, so dark
I'm
is evil
keeping
now?
you in
Is
the
that what
dark.
you're saying?
Oh Lord.
That's what you said.
So white is good?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
You aren't
Except when it's
referring to
evil.
the issue regarding your swordsmanship, I take it.
But what about Conda?
Wait, they're about to talk about something.
No, it's not that. It's something I've been hiding from you all this time. Regarding my social class.
Dum dum dum.
Wait, is he actually in
What?
class 3?
Are you
Yes.
saying
She's a
your
spy.
family...
I knew it.
Yeah, I dodged the question when Machias asked.
Yes, we know
But
this.
technically, I come from a family of nobles.
Hey, nothing he said was technically incorrect.
That's why he said
My
he dodged
hometown
the
is
question,
Ymir,
and technically
in the
he
northern
comes from a
mountains.
family of nobles, so it's right there.
I'm the son of its ruler, Baron Schwarzer.
You're from Ymir?
Schwarzer.
You can pronounce Ymir?
Now that you mention it, I have heard the name
Ymir.
before. An honorable family, closely
Something is
tied with
missing
the imperial
between that
family
Y and that N.
themselves, despite being headed by a mere baron.
Wait, what?
I said something is missing between that Y and that M.
Maybe.
Like,
I
those
never
two
would've
letters
imagined
don't
you
go
might be the
together
son of a
very
noble
well.
too.
Ymir. 2 syllables. It works.
I'm not saying, like, you
I
can't
wouldn't have
piece
expected
it
you
together,
to.
but it's almost
I don't act
Welsh.
like one.
Sure, why not?
My dad and mom are both quite easygoing individuals. They don't
Welsh
behave
is-
like
Welsh
your typical
is-
nobles at all.
Pretty much unpronounceable.
And technically,
So
since I was
Gaelic.
adopted, I don't have any
Yeah,
actual
they're
noble
very
blood
similar
running through me.
languages.
I'm upper class in name only.
And it's not
So,
unpronounceable. It just has
you-
weird
Hold up, hold
phonetic
up.
rules.
I'm gonna throw a flag on that play. Like, if a noble who's ruling an entire province adopts some commoner, everyone's gonna fucking know, because that's a big deal.
Yep. Unless
That's a
it's-
huge deal.
Maybe there isn't a lot of news that circulates this country.
Sounds like you've got your
But
own
they
issues
have
They
too,
cell
have-
phones
just like the
and
rest
a
of
train
us, huh?
And
They have
newspapers.
experimental cell phones for the military.
and train system.
They do have train systems.
Are they experimental?
The
train
train systems
systems
are
for the
relatively
military?
new, I'm fairly certain.
I don't
Also,
think
if the
of it as a
army
big
has
deal,
it,
and I don't want you to
the
think of it as
nobles
one
have it.
either.
There's no way the
I
nobles
just
would let
Didn't want to keep it a secret
the
any
larger
longer.
army be that much of a threat.
Unless the military hasn't, like, revealed its
After
existence.
everything I've
But
been
the
through these
army
past
is
few
paid
days,
for
I owe you
and
guys that
supported
much.
by the nobles.
The provincial army is paid for and supported by the nobles. The imperial military is managed by the
Yes,
government.
which is entirely financed by nobles. That's what taxes are.
I mean, you're all going to be a major part of my life from here on out. It's only fair to share as much as I can with you, right?
And you would entirely
I don't know what
expect
to
that
say.
nobles would have members of their family in the federal army.
Yeah, that's
You
definitely
consider
a
us to
thing that
be
happens.
major parts of your life?
I mean,
Honestly,
isn't this
has anyone
class
ever
an
told
example of
you
that?
you can
Because
be
they're all
way
going to be a
too
part of the
serious
federal army, right?
sometimes?
But they're all like
Yeah.
from noble families and stuff.
Not all of them.
No, not in this class, but in the other classes, they're like all
Yeah,
nobles
like, what,
or
classes 1
There are
and 2,
2 classes of nobles and 3 classes of commoners.
yes,
and a class of half nobles with like 5 people in it.
yep. So like all those nobles, they're going to go on to have like high level positions in the army, and they're not just going to go. I wish I could call my mom,
be sure
but
you
I
reveal
can't
your
because
true
she doesn't have
identity
this
to the others when we
experimental
get
cell
back,
phone
too.
technology.
Also, I just
I intend
realized,
to.
like, these aren't just like the nobles without land. Like, these are like seriously high-ranking nobles who are going into this academy,
Yeah, pretty awesome.
and and they're all going to be joining the Imperial Army. So, who the hell is being put in charge of, the provincial armies at this point?
Probably knights. People
Right,
selected.
but
No,
the people who are, in these
there are no
classes
knights.
are literally the people who should, in the next generation, be, taking control of those provincial armies.
Ominous music's happening.
Oh,
We
it's
noticed.
fine. That's just the music that plays every time
Okay,
it gets dark.
who would walk around wearing that?
To show up when she did.
Yeah.
Someone who doesn't want you to know who he is.
He looks like a weird goth emo version
He's Vader.
oh shoot, what's that
We
group
made
He looks like
called?
just our
he looks like a
plans to
weird
compensate
Power
for this
Ranger.
interference.
He does look like a Power
I can
Ranger
see it.
basically.
I can
Yep.
see it.
That won't be necessary. This was not a significant setback.
And what's with the
If anything,
rivets?
it provided an unexpected bonus,
They look cool.
giving us a valuable glimpse into
Well,
the means through which the RMP and
sort of,
Intelligence
but you
Division
don't rivet
coordinate
cloth.
their efforts.
No, they're on his gauntlet.
They're also on his
With
pants.
both organizations posing sizable
Oh, are
threats to our operation,
Okay. Maybe they're his
that
buttons.
information alone makes this all worth
They're on his gauntlets.
Yeah, so they're strapping the fabric to the gauntlet.
Are
A
they?
valid point.
I don't know. I'm making it up as I go along.
Okay. I'm trying to
I don't know.
look at it.
See, look at the
proceed
strap.
as
See, there's
planned,
strips connected to them.
Okay.
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 Kinda
Yeah,
reminds
yeah,
me
looks like
of
there's snaps or buttons.
kind of reminds me of Daft Punk.
Of
Okay.
course.
Yeah, proceeding as
The
planned is usually
tyrant
the
must
general
yet face
best
the
idea.
merciless hammer of judgment.
Yes. May his lofty ambitions be crushed to dust and swept away.
So, are these guys just the janitors?
Probably.
They clean the railway.
No, like they're not even
Ooh, you're
any
moving
sort
up in
of
the world.
evil conspiracy. They're just straight up janitors.
I've got a little reward here
This
for
is
you.
just how they normally behave.
Drinks are on me someday.
Yay, I'm still recording.
Excellent.
Hooray!
Did he get it?
Perfect.
Bam!
You guys are the best.
Grade S.
For subpar.
You succeeded in the one history question that they asked the entire month. Why do they even have that class anymore?
All right, so I'm going to explain this again. At the end of each chapter, your field study group gets some bonus link EXP, and you see this when they actually you see that they level up when they actually level up. So Reen and Elisa have reached level 2. At every level, you get an additional ability that happens when you are linked with that specific character. Reen and Elliot also leveled
I
up.
still think they could have put all 4 of those vertically in this same screen so we didn't have
Yeah,
to
maybe.
go through all this. It would have been pretty easy.
A minor inconvenience.
So what does finishing blow do?
It finishes if after a link attack, if the enemy is at or below a certain amount of HP, the first person finishes them.
Gotcha.
So like Reen would attack,
Okay.
link with Laura would hit them, and then Reen would kill them.
Okay.
I guess that's not bad.
I see what you're putting
So are we done?
down. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
all right.
hungry.
So am I actually. Well, this
I
was
could
fun.
be hungrier.
We actually got some recording done.
Did we actually get recording done, or did we just talk over a video game?
Yes.
Should I hit stop?
Let's go ahead and sign off.
All right,
All right.
laters.
Laters.
Bye, everybody.